Hey everybody, welcome to another episode of Synergida TV. I'm excited to interview a man that I've known for about 5.5 years now. Jen and I met him when he was sponsoring a Max Simon event in San Diego, and so we saw him speak on stage there, and then went out and just talked to him about his business, the Academy for Invincible Healers, and he's just he's been around forever. And he's trained hundreds of people. They do certifications in energy scanning and all kinds of stuff, and have impacted thousands of lives. And I've just been impressed with everything I've seen from him. And so we wanted to invite him along to speak at our Life Purpose Leadership Retreat, which is one that we've already done. It was actually one of our first retreats when we first opened the center here. And it was packed, it was full, and it was actually one of my favorite retreats. And so we're like, let's do it again. And so here we are. Thank you so much for being here. Tell us a little bit about what you're doing.
Yeah, thanks, Ben. I'm so grateful to be here. And I'm just so grateful to be able to come out and to be able to do this together with you and the people that are going to be coming to attend. Because, now's the time. It's like, the time is now to wake up to what wants to happen right now. Everybody's feeling the urgency in the world. It's like, okay, it's time for me to do my thing. It's like, I always say, it's almost like evolve or die, kind of energy right now. It's like, man, it's really intense. And so the opportunity is for people to really find out what it is that they're here to do in this lifetime, and then to be able to do it from a place that is with the new operating system, which comes from the place of really connecting with the high vibrational nature of our being. You talk about 5D and everything. It's like downloading what it is that wants to happen through us, having the technology to be able to utilize that on a regular basis, not just intuition, but literally being able to, set things up. Take your parking lot consciousness to get in the front row, start utilizing more of that to make the big impact you want in the world, and make whatever amount of money it is that you truly wanted to make, to be able to take off from there. So it's not just, it's me using my deep, profound gifts to be able to know what's true for people through the ability to scan people's energies, exactly what their purpose and the gifts are. It just stuns people again and again. That's why I do what I do, and I train people to do it. And to be able to then be able to point the way energetically and strategically of what wants to unfold for them. That's what it is. And to be able to do it in Costa Rica, there at your amazing, retreat center is an energy that allows for these higher frequencies to get embodied and grounded, which is what is needed. And then when we're able to bring that forth into the world, which is the brilliance of the retreat center, is the ability to do that, because there aren't many places in the world where you can say that. It has a high frequency vibration there. I know, because I've already scanned in the energy, and it has a grounded energy. It's got heaven on earth energy. It's got the integration energy we're looking for. And so anyway, I'm just beginning to just start sharing everything that's going to happen at the retreat right away. I'm just get excited about bringing things forth, because now it's just an exciting time right now. And I just know that people that are feeling the calling to really want to own what it is that they're here to do, to get that integrated, realize they don't have to do the old stuff of, okay, we're going to make stuff happen. Yeah, we can let that stuff go. And we don't need that anymore. That's so old and toxic. But there's a new way of being able to just tune in, magically being a wizard, being able to manifest what it is that we're truly wanting in our lives right now, bringing that forth and bringing the gifts forward that we're here to bring for the people we're here to bring them to, because we really are. There's something very specific we're meant to bring right now. And when we're not listening, what's happening? We keep running into the same brick walls. We keep feeling heavy. We keep feeling that like ourself. The Life Purpose Leadership Retreat is about getting out of that, getting into what's really true, and then seeing how everything flows from that. Maybe you're already doing 80% of your purpose. Who knows? I don't know until I meet you, but whatever it is, if you're not even close, or if you're almost kind of there, but you're still running into certain things, this is the perfect time to drop into that connection. And me, I go by the tag name, the Blockbuster. We're gonna get after that energy. We're gonna do the clearings. We'll do the shadow work and all this stuff. So there you go, Ben. It's a good mouthful for us to start with. So we can kind of drill into some specifics from there.
To start with, I think that's it. We're done. That's it.
You're done. Okay, come to retreat. Sign up today.
I love it. I love that you said evolve or die. Jen and I call this preemptive evolution or forced evolution. It's like you're going to go one way or the other. We can go the easy way as soon as we get the intuition, or we can go the hard way when our higher self is like, bam, like we're going to go. And so, especially for leaders on life purpose who are here to make the bigger difference, like one thing that's important to understand is we're not here just to, do these little speaking events and do little things. Like we're here to live our fullest potential on this planet. Like we're here to become our best selves. And so this is why I love people like you who can like scan somebody. In the Tao Te Ching, they say, can you wait until the mud settles? And so it's like, we look at somebody and just get out of our own way and just observe until, the information drops in. And then it's the one thing that makes the biggest difference for people in their life. And so, like I said, this last life purpose leadership retreat we had the coolest life purpose leaders here. And they were up all night. I mean, they couldn't stop talking. They couldn't stop connecting. And so, it's because like when you get a little bit of inspiration and you're around the right people, high vibe people, the synergy is out of control. So I'm curious, in your experience working with your specific leaders and light leaders, what's like the one or two key things that are like the last little puzzle pieces that people need to move from a third dimensional or fourth dimensional state to like a fifth dimensional, like, oh my God, I am the creator. I am living in a dream. It can be easy. What's that piece?
Yeah, to me, I always come back to the word trust. They don't really trust. They don't trust that it could be so easy. That's one of the big keys. It's like, really? I mean, really, it could be that easy. And what my specialty has been, with everything I do I always take people from like, wow, they see things I can do, and they're like, whoa, how can you make things move and objects move, or how could you scan someone like that? How could you clear energy like that? How can you do this? I'm like, I can show you how you can do it too. It's not as big of a deal as you think, in terms of like you think it's so crazy and everything. To our human mind, to the one that, is down here and been dealing with the 3D and not connecting with that other realm, it seems like it's really crazy hard. Like, how would you have to be super gifted or trained forever? And, honestly, some of the things you can learn in like, an hour or less. I mean, you can learn even in minutes, certain things, like you can start practicing certain practices I can download to people. We can do it at the retreat. Like, if we're going to lead the way, we have to do it from the deeper connected state and from a higher vibrational state, and grounding that and integrating that into the vibrations that are already been established. So that's what's wanting to happen. So what it takes is it takes that trust, Ben. It takes the trust to be willing to let go of being in the old vibrations, the old ways of doing things, and realize I can release and surrender completely. And I can really trust this operating system of source to work through me, and that the things I sense and imagine might be true are true. That there are, infinite realities happening in one. Which one do you want to play with in right now? Let's have you have those experiences. So to just dial those things in and have people, once people start having more of the experiences, then they start waking up. They're like, wow, that just happened. Oh, it could be that easy. And then they build the faith and the trust and that trust muscle to allow it to keep happening, cultivate their gifts and their awareness. And so I'd say that's one of the biggest one. Another one is, I think we don't honor and love enough of our 3D self too, if you just put it that way. And we don't honor enough of the grittiness of our being. So it's like, we don't do that when we don't honor it and we just try to get rid of it. There's some people that just try to go 5-dimensional. Let's only play it here. and then they're not seeing the results down on the ground sometimes. It's like, that's because you're not embracing the grit of this experience. And we want to love and honor and appreciate all of it. We want to, so it's not about getting rid of any vibration in a sense. It's about really embracing everything. And from that place, we're able to be that powerful vessel to let it all happen. So that's what I want to show people. I can tell you your life purpose probably, pretty quick, but it's a matter of getting the operating system right, mastering your energy to lead the way with your life purpose from that place. That's what's really powerful. And then you can create the strategies and structures that are true for you, the way that you would be so delighted, so joyful, and impacting people the deepest and in the biggest way possible for you, what's true for you. That's what we want to discover. We just want to know what's true more than anything, because that will create the biggest impact and bring you the biggest results, everything you're looking for. Feeling joy, bliss, more money, whatever, the whole thing, and all that sorts of things. So that's some of the things. So I do shadow work. We'll integrate some of that, definitely. That's always a key foundation. Take a look at those places inside yourself, the higher dimensional, but also the lower frequency that, just to give them labels, but like other energies that are going on within people that they haven't claimed, like for me, like I've got, I call it like I got this beast mode, believe it or not, I don't seem like that kind of person, but like where I'm just like, okay, this thing's done, that strong, beastly, masculine energy. And like, there's a certain amount of that I have to embrace. If I disown that, then the results, they just start fading away, in my business, in my life. So I have to embrace that. Let's just give an example. So we all have something we need to embrace that we're not embracing enough of. So I'm there to kind of, show the way for all those things, like in a higher vibrational nature, the other things that need to be addressed, your wounds, all those things. All of them have gifts, but we just need to presence them properly. And then it's funny, like we can just download your business plan and different things like that. What needs to happen next in the business, brass tacks, we can get down to those things fast. So when we get through your stuff, it's like, wow, okay, I know what I'm here to do. I know like the energies I'm supposed to be embracing. I know new operating system, how to navigate it all. Okay, from that place, what wants to happen? Okay, 10 minutes, we could have a whole business plan. I've been known to spend 5 or 10 minutes with people sometimes once they're connected. They go on, they can make hundreds of thousands of dollars, millions of dollars from that place. I mean, it's just like, okay, everything's clear now. It's easy. So it's a matter of getting the energy lined up for that to happen.
Everything you just said boils down to the word integration.
Yes.
Integrating not only the higher level information down into physical reality, but also in integrating all aspects of ourselves, all polarities in ourselves. And, like that was such a key piece that you said about, you can have the dream, you can live in the dream, but, if you're just a dreamer, then, you're not actually creating it in the physical reality. And again, like you said, one of the key things that people get in being here at Synergida in this just crazy place is, even if there's not a retreat here, people show up and they're like, I did not know that this was possible. Like, I didn't know this was a possibility. It really, like, it doesn't matter how successful somebody is. We've had some of the most successful people around come over here and say, well, that just upgraded my wealth consciousness. And so like, it is a physical vibration. And, we've got a way for everyone to come here, not only for a crazy good price, and Dan's got a $500 off coupon for everybody, but also, to be fed and be taken care of, and it's all inclusive, and to have a good time and to learn some crazy stuff from this man and the other people that we have speaking here who can just look at you, make some quick shifts, and drop in your dreams into physical reality. So Dan, I'm super excited to have you here. What kind of gifts are you offering people?
Yeah, so what I'm going to be doing, again, more specifically is through the time that we're there, we're hanging out. I mean, honestly, people just hanging out with me in a connected space like that. Again, I've spent a few minutes with somebody. I just say, hey, it's coming to me that you probably should be doing this. I look at them a year later and they've made, hundreds of thousands of dollars or $1 million. So it could even happen, some of the things, the results people will get could happen for me from like 5-minute conversation. But like the deep dive stuff, again, what we're going to do is first we're going to dive into what is your purpose. We want to understand what is that, even if you think you know what it is. I almost can promise I'll bring new dimensions and wrinkles to understanding of your purpose. This is not just like, oh, your purpose is blah, 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 but it's like really understanding like what that really means, giving that a context. So if your purpose is here to, like for me, my purpose is here to bring high vibrational energy down into this physical reality to create heaven on earth. That's all part of my thing, but it's through the portal of life purpose. And then it's to bring those people are to bring big impact. They're people that have a big impact to bring. That's all part of my life purpose. Whereas, so there's so many aspects to life purpose. So we want to get that fleshed out, because once you know what your purpose is and all these different facets of it, to know what to lead and how to lead becomes very simplified. We're not in our heads anymore. We're not sitting there going through all these questions like, what's smart for my business? Should I launch that next home study program? Should I do one of these or one of those? Should I go, oh no, I should go a higher level with my clients, do one of these, one of the, like we got like just constantly going nuts with all these ideas and all the marketing we get telling us all these 3D ideas of how to do it. It's like, no, okay, what's really true for you to serve, first of all? So we're going to do that as first thing. And then from there, it's about, well, okay, what is it that needs to be embodied by you? Therefore, the shadows, etc. What is it you need? What's the energy you need to embrace to let it happen? So those are the things, and I'll be able to see it for you. It's taken care of for you in a way, because I'll see it for you. You'll understand it. You'll get it once I share it. And then from there, it's a matter of just really making some simple plans, just some simple plans of what you're going to do next. And in some cases, for some of you, you'll be ready to make even some detailed plans, just like, these are the things I'm going to do going back into my business, or to maybe ignite your business. Maybe you're starting something new. Maybe you're in transition, to people be in different places. So those are the sort of things we'll do. So it's my ability to, I've just been told that I'm able to see people like nobody else almost. Like, I'm just able to see what's going on with people is the huge thing. And then the work I do is shadow work. We're going to integrate energies right on the spot. So I'll take people through processes to integrate their shadows, and you will feel, that deepened presence. And to do it in that space, then, to do it in the space there, is gonna just make it all the difference. We could do it anywhere else and it'll be super powerful, but this is gonna bring a transcendent energy doing it in the space there. Synergida, right there in Costa Rica, and that energy and that land and the whole space is gonna help it to land even more. But there's this process that I do that people just say they've never really experienced the sort of thing I do of integrating your shadows, especially your money shadows, and getting those integrated, so that you're ready to take on the realm of leadership. So there's nothing holding back. A lot of what is the trust is safety. I don't feel safe, so I can't do it. So a lot of people say, well, don't worry about that. Just do it anyway. And the safety part says, yeah, I can't do that. Well, okay. So what we're going to do is deal with those places. So you realize the part of you that's saying, no, I can't do that. We're going to actually hear when we go into the shadow, we will understand, and you will hear directly from it, your own truth, not just me or anybody else saying it to you. You'll hear from your own being. It's saying, no, I'm actually trying to tell you something completely differently, but you haven't been listening deeply enough. Now, we're going to take you deep into listening over 5 days. You're going to know what the real truth is. You're going to embody that truth. You're going to take it home, and you're going to help lead the way on the next level of your life purpose and impact. And there's just no question about it. And you're going to own your value more than ever before. Those are the things I know for sure. So all those things come from this process of identifying the purpose, integrating the shadows, understanding how you want to be operating going home, like based on who you are. I can see how the energy wants to flow through you. So I'll say, oh, it looks like you need to do more meditation. You need to do one of these processes. You need more walks. You need more exercise. Maybe you need a little boxing, like whatever each person needs, who your guides and angels are. If you don't know who they are, maybe we need to optimize that. Each person, I can individualize it to some degree, because although, we might have whatever number of people we're going to have there, it's still an intimate setting. So I'm able to give you that kind of more in-depth kind of support in that setting throughout the entire experience. So those are the sort of things we'll land and ground it in some specifics of what want to happen when they go home, and make sure that that's clear and they know specific action steps to take going home as well. And then, if they already have this thriving, enterprise, they're going to be able to just take their whole team and their whole tribe to a whole nother level. I guarantee this. I do guarantee this. I guarantee absolutely people will go home. If they're transformational leaders, they're going to go home and they're going to use the tools that I gave them for other people in the world. You will change other people's lives because people come to me to learn the transformational tools I teach. And you will definitely want to take advantage of that. That will change lots of people's lives, huge ripple effect. So that I guarantee you will want to use the tools that I use, and you'll see how you can use them right away through the way we work together. So that I can promise you. I know that for sure.
Cool. I love it. So usually this retreat costs $2,500 for the lowest package, which includes 5 days of retreat, your 5-night luxury stay, 15 gourmet meals, and so it comes out to about $500 a day. Dan has a coupon for $500 off, which brings it to only $400 a day for a luxury retreat stay, gourmet food, killer programming, obviously. And now, did you have something else that you were going to offer them as well?
Yeah, what I'd like to do is I want you to know that I'm going to be bringing the energy. I'm going to be bringing everything throughout the entire experience. And, when you come to the retreat, whatever it is that you need, I just want you to know that you're going to get that. So one of the things that I will make sure that you get as part of the process is to understand, what your real gifts are, to be able to serve people in the world. And whatever it is that you need, if you need something in terms of like, well, I didn't understand that one thing that you talked about at the retreat, I'm going to add in an extra half an hour with me to be able to dial in some specifics around the next steps and things like that. Whatever it is you need, you'll get that as a add-on bonus, for those that come to the retreat.
Cool. Now, is that an extra half hour at the retreat, or is that a phone call afterwards?
I'll give them an extra half an hour, right at the retreat, to be able to integrate that.
Cool. Awesome. All right, Dan. Well, thanks so much. And just a reminder that this event is August 27 through 31. So we've got a little time to get you in here. And just come out to paradise. We're in the middle of, this is heaven on earth. This is it. If you want to know what heaven on earth feels like, it's not a concept. It's actually here. It's happened. Come stay here for 5 days. Come hang out in the waterfalls. Come ride horses. Come pet the peacocks and the emus. Come hang out and have a good time and, upgrade. High vibe. All right, Dan, I'm excited to see you here, brother. We'll see you soon.
All right, I'm looking so forward to it, and everybody, just looking forward to having you there. We're there now. It's happening now, so I'm looking forward to it.
Awesome. Thanks, Dan.
Thank you.